I know how to become viral as a small artist in 2025. Okay, guys, you are doing it completely wrong. We need to rethink everything, okay? We are focused on making great music, perfecting the mix, perfecting the vocals, great music and great content, putting it out there and hoping that that will gain traction and views. No, that is the wrong thing to do. No, we need to make bad music. Yes, 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 stay with me. Bad music, bad lyrics, bad songwriting, bad production, cringe content, put it out there and that will go viral, okay? Because that is all I'm seeing on social media right now. I don't see any small artists with really good music. No, I'm seeing the bad stuff go viral. So we need to follow what they're doing because apparently it's working. And quite frankly, I'm ready to switch gears. Yeah, I think I'm ready for this next step in becoming a viral artist these days. We just need to write bad music. Simple as that. Now, obviously, we would blow up for the wrong reasons and probably get a lot of hate comments, but at least you're getting views. Today, I'm just gonna talk about the challenges of being a small independent artist in 2025. If you're new to this channel, my name is Casni. I am a small independent artist with about 12 or so monthly listeners on Spotify, and I produce all of my music. I record my own vocals. I do all of my own content. So check me out on Instagram or TikTok if you dare, because it is not that great, which is probably why I'm still a small artist in 2025. It's a tough world out there for a small artist, and I feel like not enough people talk about it. So I want to talk about it a little bit. The first thing I want to talk about is, why is bad music going viral these days? I don't understand. Someone tell me. I'm actually working on a new song. I think I'm gonna step into this bad music kind of content thing because that seems to be working for some people. We've all seen it. There's these artists who show up on your For You page and all of these viral songs, and obviously they're going viral for the wrong reasons. I don't think I would want to go viral for a horrible song, but I think we're seeing more of that than actual good music these days, and it's kind of sad. It's kind of hard, especially if we're small artists and we want to put our music out there. It's overshadowed by these other songs. I think one of the good things about this is that it basically shows that virality is not validation. Just because you have a viral song does not mean this song is good, right? It's difficult. It kind of just makes me want to just drop everything and write a really cringy song and post a cringy TikTok hoping it will go viral. But I don't know, I've been there. I've made cringe content and got a lot of hate comments for it, and it's not fun. I do hate that, but I feel like these people who are going viral, if they learn from it, their music is gonna get better. It's hard, you know? It's hard to see all these bad songs and you're like, come on, my song's so much better than that, and nobody wants to listen to it. Well, anyway. That brings me to my next point, is that good songs don't matter anymore. No one cares about your song, even if it's the best song in the world. I'm guilty of this. Unless the song is really good, if I'm just scrolling through Instagram and I see someone singing their song or something, it doesn't really speak to me. You kind of have to tell a story. You have to market your song now. That's a whole nother thing in itself, is learning how to market your music, because you can't just write a good song, put it out there and expect the world to just fall at their knees and being like, that is the best song I've ever heard. Oh my gosh. It's 3:30. You can't expect people to just fall in love with the song. They kind of have to fall in love with the artist first. So you need to learn how to market your music, and it's difficult if you don't know how. And you know, when you write your song, you feel like that is the world. You just poured your heart out. Like, this is the best song I've ever written, and people who listen to this will love it. They will love it, and I deserve that. We think that people owe us something, but we aren't owed anything. Nobody needs to give us anything. So it is difficult putting your music out there and you don't get anything in return. And that happens. You know, you can't just do that anymore. You have to market your music. So that's another challenge of being a small independent artist, is learning how to market your music, especially without any marketing background. And I have no marketing background. Another challenge that kind of jumps into is that creativity is not just in music anymore. You have to be creative in a lot of different things. You need to learn editing softwares now. You need to figure out hooks and content ideas. You need to understand how to promote a release of a song. It's hard, especially when everything you seem to do doesn't seem to be working. On top of making music, we have all this other things that we are responsible for, and they all need to work together in order to promote that song and grow an audience and a fan base. That being said, I have 12 Spotify monthly listeners. So I know some of you are jealous, but I've been working really hard. I've been posting content consistently for about a year, maybe more. It's all blurred. And yeah, I have about 12 Spotify monthly listeners. And honestly, I appreciate all of you. You are all amazing. And if you're not following me, you're also fine. I don't care. But it is also very hard to convert views into monthly listeners, because that's the whole point. We want people to listen to our music, not watch our TikToks. We have to learn, how do we do that? One of the issues, I think, with having a low monthly listener count, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I feel like if somebody goes to my Spotify page and sees that I have 12 monthly listeners, it's gonna dissuade them from listening. I mean, it would dissuade me. If I saw someone had 12 monthly listeners, I'd be like, well, this person isn't good at all. I bet their stuff is crap. And that's not necessarily true. Just because you have low listeners, that doesn't mean your music is bad. I mean, it could be horrible. Your music could be shit. But then again, it might not be. It can be hard to initially build up on those listeners. I haven't really been focused on converting people into monthly listeners, but I think now I'm gonna start trying to do that more. And maybe I'll make a video if I ever figure it out. I'll let you know. But then again, what works for me isn't gonna work for you. And what works for you might not work for me. We all gotta start somewhere. Low monthly listener does not mean your stuff is bad. That kind of brings me to my next point is, yeah, I feel like giving up at least once a week. I want to quit. It's very, very difficult to keep going, especially when things seem like they're just not working. And sometimes that can last a really long time. But luckily, I don't really like to quit. There's a lot of lows, very, very little highs, but you have to ride that high. You know, you put all this effort into making a video and it flops. Every video flops. So you gotta find the highs. And maybe that just means one comment where they're like, this was so great. Your music is amazing. You kind of got to take that and you got to use that to push you forward. You got to ride the highs and you got to figure out why you're really doing this. So why I'm really doing this is because I like music, which isn't that why we're all doing this, is because we have a passion and love for music creation. That's what keeps me here. And that's what keeps me going. Just make sure you're passionate about it, or you find something you really love and let that motivate you, because otherwise it's going to be really difficult. The music market is oversaturated. There's so many songs out now, bad and good. There's so much content out there now. It's hard for us to get ours out there in the mix and get somebody to see it. And I have not been successful at this. Have not figured out what works and what doesn't yet. But the great thing about being a small artist is that we have the freedom to experiment and try a bunch of different things without any negative impact. Because when you have a fan base, that fan base follows you for a certain reason, for a certain thing, for a certain style of music, for a certain piece of content. And if you kind of switch that up on them, they're not gonna like it. So we have a lot of opportunity to experiment and try different things as small artists, which is great, and I think you should take advantage of that. But that does mean that content can take up your life. Like it has mine. So most of my time has gone into creating TikToks and Instagram Reels. I'll spend sometimes like a few days just creating a bunch of TikToks, and then I'll realize I only created 3. I post them online and they get maybe 8 likes. I think my last one got 8 likes and I spent about a day. It's hard to keep that balance, because I've noticed that I've gotten a lot more into trying to create good content than I have in trying to create good music, and I really miss out on the music side. I'm trying to find that balance, and I think that's really important. And it is really hard because small artists starting out, typically, I don't think you're doing this full time. If you are, that's great, but we only have a few days typically out of the week to be doing this stuff. And you know, life gets in the way too. So it's very, very, very difficult, especially when you have all of these things you gotta do. Producing the music, writing the lyrics, recording vocals, making content, coming up with ideas. It's tough. That being said, there's also no guarantee anything's gonna come from it. You could be doing this for 10 years and not go anywhere. And I'm kind of realizing that too myself, which is one reason why I'm like, why am I doing this? It's not worth it. Because, 10 years from now, I could be in the same spot. And obviously I'd be a fantastic music producer if I keep it up, and I'm sure there's other opportunities that could come out of that. But as far as being like an artist, you might not make it. You really might not. And I think you have to be okay with that. And I think that's one of the hardest things, is that we're pouring our heart and soul and time and effort into this, and money. We might not get anything back. So you have to be okay with that. And I think really what matters is this is all about the process. It's not about the end result. It's always going to be a process. Even if you make it, you're still working really hard. You've got to keep that up. So, we might not make it. We might make it. But what really matters is that you enjoy what you're doing. Because I think if you do truly enjoy what you're doing, you're not going to have any regrets, regardless of what happens. And I'm still learning that too, because I always feel like I'm going to look back on this part of my life and just see all the work I did, and nothing came out of this work that I did. But that's not true. Like I mentioned, if I keep this up for however long, I'm going to get really good at music production. I'm going to get really good at singing, or even making like videos and content. Like, we're going to get better. And hopefully we enjoy that. Hopefully we enjoy the journey, and we enjoy looking back and seeing how far we've come. And I think that's really what the most important thing is. It's not how many followers or fans you have. Now, it'd be great to be able to do this full time, but I think that we do this because we love the music, right? And the love for music is always going to be there, regardless if we make it or not. So I would say, just don't give up. Keep going. Obviously, I'm here with you. We're in this together. I'm not going to quit, so therefore you should not quit. And if you're thinking about starting, I think it's a good opportunity to, and I think you should, especially if you are very passionate about music. I'm done.